So with practice, we probably come into easy pose in a way that we repeat every time we do it. So make sure that you take a mindful view of it. How does that feel the way you came in? Feel free to do a little adjusting or refining, just noticing anything that might like a little attention before you try to sit still. And then get that gentle energy downward with the legs. Actively press down into the earth through your feet and legs and hips. And let that downwardness bring a rebounding length to the spine. Let your shoulders rest back on top of your ribs. Let your arms and hands rest downward into your legs, continuing to add to that grounded feeling. Let the hands be soft from their efforts. Let the mind be soft from its efforts. Come into your body. Come into right now. Just not changing anything to begin with, just allowing yourself to arrive. Being patient with that beginning stillness. Feel your breath naturally relax. Maybe some spaces happen between the inhales and the exhales, just naturally. Let everything float upon the breath. And gently notice your posture so that you can really let your energy flow well by sitting tall and relaxed. If you've allowed yourself to kind of slouch, just gently come to upright. Have the lightest energetic toning of your navel towards your spine. When you do that, feel the pelvic floor gently follow that energetic lifting so that the whole pelvis becomes activated, those subtle muscles supporting our uprightness. And the breath is above that subtle toning, so don't let the breath be hindered by this idea. And today let's try just finding the lower ribs with your fingers, those low floating ribs. And take a breath, just feeling them, the bony structure, and the softness in between. And then move up your body, just try to find ribs on your way up, on your sides or front. Keeping that gently tall seat. Relaxing eyes and brain. Find that next set of ribs. Using hands or fingers, or just the brain is fine too. Just gently climbing up. Feeling the power of your breath. Feel the movement of the ribs with the breathing. Coming up to the collarbones. Next time you breathe in, try to fill up to that place. Articulate those top ribs with your breath. Exhale, feel them release down and in. And then release your hands, open to your lap. Just have a receptiveness to the practice. And then let's take the hands down behind us, fingers forward. Open up your eyes. Lean back, lift your chest, release your legs out. Stretch them out, really point through your toes. Release your feet to the ground, lean forward, bow deeply. And come back into the heart lift, legs out again. This time pull your toes back, stretch the backs of your legs. Exhale, feet down together. And this time release your arms through. Garland pose. Excuse me. So gently reaching forward, grounding the feet. And breathe out. See if there's a little bit more space for that forwardness, that bow. And then lean back, squeeze in your feet. Use your hands, balance. Take your hands away, reach your arms. Just a nice light attitude about this. Switch your feet. Use your hands, come in. So we're trying to teach our body to be able to squeeze in. Take the arms away, keep squeezing best you can. Lift your spine, one more breath. And then exhale, release forward and down. Hands come in front of the feet so we can work back the legs. And taking the knees down to start, spread your hands and take back your right leg, tuck under your toes and stretch out the back of your leg. Bring awareness to your hands. Just try to find nice even hands. Let them spread and ground. And also pay careful attention to the back of your leg here. So you stretch it kindly. One more time, reach back through your heel. And let's come up to plank pose for a moment and lift up that right leg off the floor. Just 5 breaths, that's 3. This helps wake up our upper body strength. And then carefully down with that right knee so the left heel can reach back. Do you need to refine the hands at all? So just think for a moment about the intelligence of each finger. Notice them, ground the fingers into the earth, and then let them spread. Feel the weight into the heels of the hands. Exhale. And then up to the plank pose. Lift the left leg if you can. Whole body strong. Press the earth away. 3, 4, one more time. And walk into downward facing dog. So both feet down, walk in your legs. Release your heart down. Shake your head from side to side to release tension. Nice big inhale, lift up to the balls of your feet. Exhale, weight back to the legs, whack through the heels. Heart down, head down. Find that uplift in the belly, the low belly, and then breathe deeply. It's okay if your knees are bending. Find length in your spine. One more time. Let a wave of breath inhale through. Exhale back. Bend your knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, spring your legs bent. And then spring your legs straight. Sorry if that was confusing. And step forward, half lifting. Stretch that inhale. Stretch the exhale and fold forward to any degree. Remember that any degree in each pose. And then our journey up to standing. Trace your legs. Firm the muscles of the legs. Come to the center line and continue that upward reaching journey. Shoulders down, arms reach, give it a nice big stretch. When you're ready to breathe out, release down your arms. Spread your feet, mountain pose. Nice, easy, good posture. Turn the legs, low belly tone, shoulders down. Open your heart to the sky, lean back a bit so you can gaze up as you reach up. Release the arms away and lead with your heart to forward fold, wrapping the backs of your legs, and just draw yourself gently in, curling the head. And then extend your neck and your upper back, breathing in, hands to the front. Breathe out, bring down your hands. Inhale, lean slightly forward. Look slightly forward, and then exhale, bring your legs back one at a time. Going forward to go back. Then work out into your own plank, knees down, fine. Try to make peace with the effort. Gently spread the work through the body and work where it's appropriate for you today. It takes a long time to build some of the strength in these poses. Exhale. But here we are practicing. Bring your knees down right where they are, and that should give you room to bring your belly forward for the upward dog. Arms strong and straight. Knees can settle down or lift up. Stretch your belly. Really lengthen your spine. And then exhale, knees down so you can ease to table. And then back to downward dog. Second one. Hello. Work your way in and then try to hold steady. Just the breath moving the body. The openness in the hands and feet comes up and through the rest of the body as well. Be open. Patiently breathing with sound through your nose. Let your brain find that pattern. Exhale, way back towards the legs. Inhale, shift forward to plank pose. Exhale. Inhale, step forward, halfway lift, all in one breath in. Work from that low belly. Exhale, curl over the low belly. Standing up, reaching for the sun. And come back to your center. Have a nice sense of grounding your tailbone, your low ribs. Not standing with an intentional back bend in your spine. Nice neutral spine. Again, reach up, breathe in. Come down the center, exhale. Half lift, inhale. So there's a little forward energy here. Exhale, take down your hands, bend your knees, spread your hands. Keep that idea of forward energy, breathing in. And then exhale, Anjaneyasana, right leg back. Come to your low lunge. You can adjust where your hands are. You can come up to your knee, reach to the sky, or down. So we're using the toning in the low belly and the pelvic floor to support these wide spreading poses. Exhale. Release the leg back, downward facing dog. Let's do a little side to side shifting this time. Just shift weight into the right hand and leg, and then to the left. Use your hips to create that side to side. Waking up the side body here. And then exhale, center. Knees down, hands plenty far out, wide, hugging your elbows, reach your chest and your chin forward to any degree. Stay where you can hold. And then carefully coming down. Work with your whole body to release to your belly. Take your arms and legs away from each other and off the ground. flying through the air, rocking on your belly. Really try to energize your limbs. 2 more breaths. Reach, activate. 1 more time. And release. Turn your head to the right side. And just let your heels fall out. Deep waves of breath into the rib cage, rounding the belly. And turn your head the other way. Several rounds of breath. Just gently stretching your neck. Have your shoulders down off your ears. Calming the nervous system, just with body position and breathing. Exhale. Let that inhale energy bring you back to center. And let's do the opposite limbs reaching this time. So right arm reach, left leg reach, head neutral. Use the other limbs as they press into the earth to create the lift. 1 more time, energize this side and release it completely. Breathing in, lift your head and your chest a bit, activate, reach the other limbs, opposite sides. You're good for strengthening your back. And also finding that reaching energy that we're looking for in elephant's trunk pose later on. 1 more time, big reach, lift, activate, release completely. Gather your hands by your chest, elbows in, press forward and down to peel up your chest. Return to your downward dog. Step your right leg forward for Anjaneyasana, the second side. Make sure your neck is just neutrally lengthening in this pose. The neck is included as a secondary in all of the practice. If you look up yoga for your neck, it lists triangle pose, bridge pose. 1 more time, deep breathing. Exhale, grounded. Inhale, a little forward, tuck under your back toes, come into half lift. Exhale slowly and deeply. Inhale, up we go. Rise, reach. So we match the breath and the reaching. And let the exhale energy release down your arms. Spread your feet, relax into that exhale. Elephant pose, take your feet hip distance apart if they're not already there. So we want a nice low squat to start. Send those hips back and notice how your head will come way forward to compensate and find that balance. And then we can add a little bit more uprightness once we're here. Elbows and hands press. Nice and low. Open feet. And exhale 1 more time. Press your feet, rise up and release. And then take your feet wider apart. And let's come into a variation of compass pose. So we take our elbows and come to forward fold. Slowly come down. Stay in the center for a bit. Just hold your elbows. Let your knees be as soft as they need to be. So the legs are our strong support in this pose, letting the spine release down. There's a nice upward flow in the low belly to support And let's come through the leg. So take your left arm in between and your right arm behind your leg. Bend your knees as much as you need to or want to. So forward fold, compass pose, holding blend leg. Let forward folding be calming. Work just where you need to be. Not straining, not forcing, but also not holding back from where you can be. And give yourself one more breath just to be with this side. Release arms back to center. Exhale, long spine. And then hands to your waist. Let's come up and take a breath before we do the other side. Inhale, up, lift your heart. Exhale. Elephant squat, second time. Elbows together, hips down. You can rest your thumbs on your third eye. I'm trying to remember this elephant haiku that I saw recently. There's an elephant in the room. I see big gray toenails. This is bringing in some lightness to our practice. Exhale, inhale, release. Deep breath. Compass pose, second side, wide feet, bendy knees, belly up, arms holding. Gently lengthen your spine. Then take your right arm in between, your left arm behind, and hold your arms or elbows again. Your chest can rest on your thigh. And one more breath. Exhale it. And carefully release to center. Inhale. Exhale. And then taking both arms between, bend your knees, nice wide feet, and just try to take the backs of your legs with your hands. And then maybe try a few steps forward and back. Sense of adventure. It's okay if stepping seems too much. Just work on the down and forwardness. Take a deep breath in stillness just to reduce that energy a little bit. And then release your arms and stand on them. Take a free breath. So you can feel the excitable energy of some of the practice in that example there. And how one breath in stillness can help calm ourselves back down. Let's move to triangle pose on the right side. So step out on your mat, turn your toes out all the way to the back. Straighten out your legs and arms, breathe in. Breathe out, over and down. So we shine out to that right side. Sorry, the left side. Lengthen the sides of your waist. Breathe in one more time. Reach through those arms. Breathe out, feel grounded in the pose. And then use inhale to come up and change to the other side. So just turn your feet, stretch that breath. When you're ready, exhale over and down. So there's a lengthening through the torso. Ground your lower hand today if you like, and reach up, gaze up. Tone the low belly. Pay attention to the sides of your body. Lengthen your sides of your torso. Deeply breathe again. And use inhale to come up. And turn feet to the side. Release your arms. Just take a moment to find your wide parallel feet. Breathe in with a long spine. Breathe out, hinge forward. So again, we take our head way forward and hips go back to work with our bodies, bringing ourselves forward and down. Hugging your elbows lightly and release the spine long. Once you're here, you can widen up your feet if it feels good. Bring your head closer to the floor or even lightly rest it there. The sides of the body lengthening. And let energy flow through the backs of the knees. Try not to lock your knees. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Let's come to a twist in this pose. So bring your left hand to center right under your face and open out to the side. It is fine to bend your knees to help you reach down. Breathe up and down your spine. Notice your whole body and take one more breath into the shape. Use the exhale to unwind. Change the hands. Give your knees a little bend if you need a little break. And then out to the other side, open. Press that hand into the earth to help create that twist and openness. Release tension. Deep breath again. Unwind, exhale. Forward fold. Inhale. Halfway lift. Bring your feet in a little closer if they got really wide. Exhale. Next breath in. Come all the way up. Shoulders roll back. Exhale. Reach out your arms, breathing in. Float them out. And then bring them behind. Bring the palms together. Then weave the fingers. Inhale, lift your head, stretch your chest. Exhale, back to the forward fold. Gently bringing your arms away from your body if that feels okay. So I let my palms separate and keep the fingers woven. So the fingers stick together, letting the arms come away from the shoulders. Let's try to soften the shoulders and gently squeeze the shoulder blades together. Let the whole spine lengthen here. We get some nice inversion and traction. One more time. Exhale, complete your pose. Use that inhale energy. Press the feet, reverse out, and relax. Step back to the top. Third of your mat. And let's try that graceful dancer pose. Again, Parvati's pose. So come to your balancing support if you would like. And start with your right leg, bending your knee into a one leg squat. The other leg comes across in front with the toes pointing, so you're on the tops of the toes. See about lotus here. And then the left arm sweeps down alongside that left leg in that direction, and the other arm up overhead, so we get this dancing 4 different limbs. The thumb and index finger connection representing self and universe connected. Nice positive stuff. Breathe out and release. So try the other side, spinning around or shifting to the other leg, so that first leg just squatting down, the other leg coming in front to the tops of the toes. Right arm reaches down, following the leg. Left arm up overhead. Just let softness and quietness follow the concentration. Just one more time. And then release out, come back to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms. Everything lengthening. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, half lift. Bend your knees. Take your legs back. Bring your knees down and come to Virasana. So folded legs. You can have your legs together or separated. Sit back on your heels. Tall spine. Just gently stretching the fronts of the legs. And just one more breath. We're going to transfer to Warrior A, stepping the right foot forward, angling the back foot in, and rise up, pelvis forward. Take up your right arm and bend your elbow. Reach down your left arm and bend your elbow. So come to those cow face arms. It's okay if they don't connect. Just try to find those opposite actions and lift your face. Try to square your pelvis forward and down. One more time, a deep breath. Release your arms and straighten your front leg. Reach your arms out. Thumbs down and back. Come together with your knuckles or fingertips. Inhale, lift your spine, and exhale, Parsvottanasana. Remember that it's a side stretch. That's the name of the pose. So try to lengthen the sides of your torso. A wider stance than we usually take from Warrior. So let's see what that wide stance brings to the shape today. Deeply breathe again. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Release your arms. Revolving triangle pose with a wider stance. Reach that left arm. Forward fold again, come across. The shin is a great place to work, but you can come to the floor, either side of your foot. And then open out to the side. Work from that strong belly. See if you can enjoy the twist of your spine, that you can just get away from the effort of the pose a little bit and enjoy it. Exhale, unwind it, and inhale, rise up. Open out to Warrior B to the side. So turn out your back toes, and your hips will turn to the side as well. Keep the gaze forward. Float out your arms. Try to bring a sense of peacefulness. Exhale, relax your arms. Transitioning that left knee down to the floor to a low lunge, adding the cushion under your back knee if you would like for the King Arthur pose. So come into low lunge with your, not Anjaneyasana with the knee forward, but just a straight up and down front knee. And we're going to consider picking up the back foot, bending the back knee. You can add an opposite reach if you would like. Concentration. Just do something that will work for you. If you come to a place where it's just too much of an obstacle, just work with the actions that are okay today. One more time, breathe. And then have Hanuman pose, release your back foot, straighten your front leg, jaw in your low belly, and fold forward. Lengthen your sides, your back body. If you would like to add the reaching across variation, you may do so. Taking 8 breaths here, really just softening from that sequence. Lots of transitions. Let's be here now. And breathe out one more time. Release your leg back and come down to your belly. You could challenge your chaturanga from your knees, hugging your elbows. Release down. We're going to do a half bow on the belly on this side. So on the right side, use your left arm to prop yourself up. Bend your knee and then reach back with an open palm forward to take the inside of your foot today. Gaze forward. If you'd like, you could lift up your knee and press the foot more into your hand or just keep it resting. Deep breathing. Check in with your gazing steadiness. One more time. Release your leg and roll to your back body. Just take a moment to come to your back with your knees bent. Nice long neck. And this is windshield wipers, side to side with the knees. Slowly all the way over each way. Turn out your feet a little bit. So we go internal and external rotation of the hips and then go to the other side. Internal and external. One more time each way. Try to feel complete with each time. And exhale. Back to center. Let's bring the feet in. Supta Baddha Konasana variation. Wide knees, feet together. Keep holding onto your feet. Lift your head so you tuck your chin and see if you can get a little rocking momentum to come up and take Tarasana, which is star pose, one kind. Feet about a foot away from the pelvic floor. Coming forward with a round spine, relaxing forward and down. Continuing to release the neck by taking the chin down, the back of the neck. Just trying to release tension. You can even use your hands if you'd like on the base of your skull. There can be pockets of tension we don't even realize. And we'll be back to this pose at the end of the other side. Exhale it out. Make your way to Virasana to start the second side. So we can do a little flow through or not, or just come back to the folded knees pose. Virasana, cross spine. Let's take Ganesha's gesture, one of his gestures today, Abhaya Mudra. Take that left arm out, draw back the fingers, so that stop sign hand. Nice stretch for the wrist, and also just an empowering gesture. Protected, safe, fearless. Sharing those energies. We all be well. We all be protected. We all be safe. We all be free from fear. You're the one doing that. And relax and release that arm. Preparing for our sequence, starting with Warrior A. So coming forward with your hands, so you can take out your left foot, bend your knee, angle in your back foot as you come up, and rise on up to Warrior A, pelvis forward. Adding the cow face arms, So up and back with the left arm, bend your elbow, and try to touch the center line of your spine, your neck, your head, your spine. Other arm does an internal reach back, bend elbow, and lift up your gaze a bit, staying low in the pose. Release any gripping in your feet. Trust the open feet. And breathe out. The mindful releasing of the arms and the legs become straight. So we're already back here. Bring your knuckles or hands together for Parsvottanasana. Keep your chest lifted as you fold forward. Side stretch. Make sure your neck is not crunching here. Lengthen your head. Notice the wider stance, how it feels. Try to find softness in this effort for the last breath. Long spine. In breath, really press those feet to come up and release the arms. Exhale. Revolving triangle. Reach the right arm. Forward fold. Inhale again, open into a twist. Anywhere in this arc. Remember that trying to enjoy the twisting, so just let your feet spread. Turn on those core strength, the bandhas, so that you may just enjoy breathing into the twist. And one more time, open up. And exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. Come to warrior B. So bend out your front knee. Turn your back toes to the sides, your hips go side, and then gaze front, float the arms. The knees centered on the front leg. Four. And exhale, transition hands down to the low lunge King Arthur. So stack the front knee over the ankle. The back knee's in fairly close. Cushion it if you like and come up. So you could stay right here. If you want, if it's okay to bend that knee and reach for the foot, I know it could be kind of intense on the knee, so honor that. Do what works. Three. Energize these 2 more breaths. And as you exhale, release these actions and straighten out your front leg. Draw it in your low belly and fold forward, Hanuman's pose variation. Draw back on your toes. Release the neck. Just let your head reach down. Continue to deepen as we have a nice long hold here. Adding that reach across if you like that variation, or just a few more breaths as you are. Lots of good side body love in our practice today. One more time. And release to your belly to the half bow on the other side. Using your right arm for support, bend your back left knee and do this palm facing outward to take the inside of the foot or the ankle today. And you can lift up your knee if you like or leave it down. Keep yourself fairly centered with this asymmetrical action. Four, and just one more breath. And transition to the back of the body. Flow through if you want, or just roll to your back. Your own choice. When my eyes are closed, I am not judging your choice. I give you the choice freely. Come through to your back. Do those windshield wipers again. Arrive on the back body. And then starting to the left side, turn out your feet a bit and then go all the way over to your own degree. Over the other way. Again. And again. Back to center. Bring your arms alongside you, angled out a bit, and let's bridge up. Just let gentle strength come through the feet to the hips. Lightly engaging the muscles around the hips. Let your chest come to your chin, not the other way around. So keep your head centered on the back of your skull. And just give it one more breath. Trying to be strong and soft at the same time. And release down. Reach for your feet through your legs again. Nice long neck. Let your knees reach out to the sides a bit. Just find a good sensation in your lying down Baddha Konasana. Exhale. Rocking up from this pose, tuck your chin, little momentum back and forward if you can. Come up and back to Tarasana, the star, seated star. Widen the feet a little bit and come forward and down. You can use your arms to gently encourage the legs to release open. Exhale. Inhale, coming up. Bring your knees together. Let's bring in the right leg and reach out the left. Lean back in balance. So variation 1 of elephant's trunk. Continuing our Ganesha celebration. And now let's pick up that foot and lean back in balance without the foot on the floor. And then bring your foot down and your leg down. Bring your hands to the earth beside you. Lean your head forward, press into your right foot, lift your hips. Bulldog, strengthen the arms and shoulders, and if possible, lift that leg. Do what you can, give it lots of energy. 3, twice more, 4, and 5, and let it be. And just relax and release. Other side, building up some of these ideas and actions. Lean back, just lift out your right leg, keeping your left foot on the floor. Let your arms encircle the leg and really support you here. And release, exhale. Back we go, this time lift up both feet. You still have lots of nice support here with the arms. One more time, give it some lifted energy. And exhale, relax. And now placing your hands down, just upright to the sides of my hips. Forward fanning fingers, just the same hands that we use for downward dog. Those nice open, strong hands. Lean your head forward, press into your left foot and lift up your hips. And lift up your foot if you can. Otherwise, just start with the hips. Lift something, my teacher would say, lift the corners of your mouth. Welcome the warmth and strength. 2 more breaths of energy. And release, relax. Widen your legs and fold forward. And then lie back. Slowly lie back. Bring in your knees to your chest. Bring your knees over to one side for resting twist. You can have your favorite. One version is the knees coming right out of the pelvis and then over to the sides. We want to try to keep that shape, stacking the knees. See, this brings the pelvis all the way over to the side. And then it focuses the twist up the spine into the thoracic spine. You can do your favorite twist today. Let's just say that we're going to be here for a while. 8 to 10 breaths to really start to soften down from our strong practice today. Relax, enjoy your breathing. Attending to your body so you're very comfortable. Continue to make little refinements. Maybe a swallow to release your throat. Eyes soft in their sockets. Brain rests in the skull. Notice where you might begin to just float into the spaces between the breaths, just naturally allowing a little lingering in emptiness. And also riding that crest of fullness, floating in that lovely place, and then letting the energy balance back to emptiness when it is ready. Bring your head back to center. Use your arms to bring the knees back to center and over to the other side, so we get a little side strength as we lower and lift out of this pose. So trying to stack knees, bring the pelvis to the side. Space between the knees or they can rest together. Props are fine. Open away. Turn your head back. Let your heart stretch. Rest your hands where they feel good. Maybe letting one of the hands rest on the ribs again, just feeling the breath in the ribs. That miracle of our body design. Miracle of breath.
Sorry, it turned off.
A real softness coming through. Twice more, that idea of the brain resting. That physical brain resting in the skull. Head back to center first, arms ground so you have some support to lift the knees back to center, and then straighten your legs. How would you like to work with your legs up today? So it's just nice for the body. It's part of the practice to be upside down in various ways. Self-care, straight legs up like this, elevated legs on a prop or hands. Continuing to reach up your legs if you would like, or rest into the